So, distinguished manufacturers of Ogun State, we're glad to be here. And this is the 39th annual general meeting. We've waited for this and we're glad it's happening today. We have a lineup of speakers, distinguished guests, and honorable members of the Ogun State government who will be here to address us as we once again record another successful annual general meeting.
Thank you so much. Please a round of applause for Mr. Inamdi for that very wonderful goodwill message. That was clearly not the guest lecture, but he had to deliver all the message he has in store for us at this event. Thank you so much, sir. We do appreciate your coming. While he was delivering his goodwill message, His Excellency stepped in, the executive governor of this great state, Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR, and is here represented by the Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment. Please put your hands together for Mr. Adebola Shofela, FCTI, FCS, FCBN, and FCA. I was clearly giving those titles to mention. It was part of the KPI. Thank you so much, sir. You are duly welcome, and we appreciate your presence. So with this presence, I guess we can flow with other proceedings. We'll take further goodwill messages later. And now the chairman has to deliver his welcome address. Please, once again, put your hands together for the chairman of this great branch, Mr. George Onofowoko, as he comes forward. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, for that well-delivered address. Thank you. Mr. Chairman is one ambassador of the Ogun State government. He says it every time he gets the opportunity to sing the song of how incredible Ogun State is. I guess visitors in the states would be the better judge, as Ogun State is an acclaimed city for having exclusive sites to ofada rice production, and also a state where very hard-working core of people dwell. You could even tell by their anthem, Omo Ogun, Isheya. And so this is clearly a wonderful state, and we're indeed glad to be here. I'd like to crave your indulgence to be very patient with us. There's so much that we have in store for you, but as we deliver all, we will try to maximize time, but please don't be in a hurry, because the meat of the conversation is the theme, and the guest speaker is very well prepared to tell us what sustainability means in this era and at this time, surviving the dollar to naira exchange rate. Next to deliver is address is the guest of honor at this important event. Please put your hands together for the President, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Otumba Francis Meshoye, OFR, as it comes to deliver his address. You're welcome, Mr. President. Thank you so much. Please a round of applause for Mr. President, Otumba Francis Meshoye, OFR, for the keynote address. And so we'll take two final goodwill messages before we invite the distinguished guest speaker to deliver the lecture at this event. So I have the honor of inviting the Special Advisor and Deputy Director General, Ogun State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency, Ogun Invest. Please a round of applause for the beautiful Ms. Shola Arobieke. All right, so we've come to the time that we have all been waiting for. We have a very interesting theme, and I'm sure a lot of us are eager to listen to the guest speaker deliver his lecture today. And so this is one man who is coming to preach to the Pope himself, because manufacturers here understand what the conversion rate means. If an average Nigerian is suffering from this exchange, then imagine what manufacturers who deal in volumes are contending with when it comes to the dollar naira exchange. And so you would ask why this man is suited to address you at this event. I'm pleased to announce to you that our distinguished guest speaker has over 30 years banking experience spanning in investment and corporate banking, risk management, retail banking, treasury, transaction banking, and operations. Now, previously, he served as the Executive Director, Lagos Southwest, Corporate Director, and the Abuja and Northern Directorate of Heritage Bank Limited. He also worked at the First City Monument Bank Limited as the divisional head of corporate and commercial banking. He also served as acting managing director, chief executive officer at Law Union and Rock Insurance after its acquisition by Prudent Bank, and as head of Prudent Bank's public sector group. He has also served in various other capacities as the non-executive director at IHS Towers, member of the Afrexim Bank's Board Reconciliation Committee, and member of the Presidential Advisory Council on Code Red, the Environment. He is an alumnus of the Lagos Business School. He holds a bachelor's and 2 master's degree in economics and business administration from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Now that's one of those wonderful universities after the University of Lagos. Great Akokite. The Lagos State University and the University of Bangor, Wales, respectively. He is a qualified banker, ACIB of England and Wales, fellow of the Institute of Credit Administration and member of the Institute of Directors, IOD. Now, I did a bit of research and I realized that our guest speaker is an ambassador for the real sector. One of the articles in Vanguard heard him saying, is championing that more people invest in the real sector rather than fixed income yielding businesses, which shows how much he values the manufacturing sector and how much solution he has for us today. So distinguished guests, if your hands are not too busy, can we make welcome the Managing Director, CEO of Skystone Capital and Investment Limited, Mr. Ola Olabinjo. Please, a round of applause for him as it comes forward. You're very much welcome, sir. All right. Thank you so much. We move on to the next item, which is the keynote address by the special guest of honor. Our special guest of honor is clearly the executive governor of this wonderful state, and is here represented by a man who is well suited to address manufacturers at this event. And that person is the Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment, Ogun State. Distinguished members of the audience, please put your hands together for Mr. Adebola Shofela, FCTI, FCS, FCBN, FCA. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes forward. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Before you go to your seat, I'd like to invite the President to please step forward. You have indeed done well by representing the governor, and we have a token of appreciation to His Excellency. We'll have a quick group photograph. Just move to this side, sir. Just move forward. As a token of appreciation, the President will be presenting a plaque of appreciation to His Excellency Prince Dr. Abiodun. We're happy to have His Excellency at the event, and thank you for being a very excellent representative. All right, thank you. The President will remain. I'd like to invite the Chairman to come present this to the President of MAN, Otumba Francis Meshuye, OFR. This is a token of the brand's appreciation to your presence at this event. Kindly hand over to the Chairman to
This has been a very wonderful event. This is the 39th annual general meeting of the Ogun State branch, and we're glad that we had a mix of excellent professionals who spoke to the pain points of manufacturers and how they could navigate the troubling situation, especially as it relates to finances. And I'm glad that every member found this presentation really thoughtful, and the response of the Ogun State government was also instrumental, reviving the hope of manufacturers in Ogun State. I believe that the coming year for manufacturers in Ogun would be a whole lot smoother, easier, and worthwhile. And this has been a great event, and I'm glad rather to be the master of ceremonies. Thank you.